What is happening, Magnusites? Apparently it's a sad day today on YouTube because Jenna Marbles is quitting. Someone sent me this video and I'm like, okay, why? Before I start this, look, I straight up looked up to Jenna Marbles when I first started YouTube. I binge watched her videos. I stumbled upon her by accident. And I was just like, yo. I was like, no, not only is this chick cute, she is hilarious. And she's not afraid to be herself. I straight up admired her for that. And I was just like, yo, she's huge. Like, the chick, like now, I started 8 years ago. Now, look, she's a multi-millionaire, most likely. If she ain't, waste her money. And she doesn't have to do YouTube anymore if she doesn't want to. But I need to know why. Because she doesn't look too happy in the thumbnail. So, let's get this started.
Alright, so I get it. Feel like we're at a time where we are purging ourselves of anything and everything toxic. And I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past.
Like what?
I also get a lot of tweets from people that are saying like, we love you, you unproblematic queen, which always makes me uncomfortable because I'm a person. Those of you that are familiar with how long I've been on the internet know that that's not true, that I've definitely done things in the past that weren't great. And
no, that's everybody
I'm
on the
not
planet.
completely unproblematic. And I've tried my best to grow up and to be a better person. And first and foremost, I want everyone to know that I've always been a two-way street. And that any time that you criticize me and tell me that you would like me to do better or to do something differently, that I always try to do that. And I try to make fun content, inclusive content, things that don't offend people or upset people, and that's kind of where I am. There's a couple things that people want me to address and apologize for, and I'm happy to do that, because what I want from the people that I support and that I like is to have accountability and to know that I'm supporting someone whose morals and values align with my own. And yeah, there's things in my past I'm not proud of. And I'm getting a lot of tweets from people saying, why have you privated all these old videos? And I've spent a lot of the last few days privating almost all of my old content. And I'm sorry if any of that holds any nostalgia for you, but I'm literally not trying to put out negative things into the world. I think there was a time when having all of my old content exist on the internet showed how much I have grown up as a person, which I'm very proud of. And I think now it's hard for that content to exist at all, because I think people watch it and don't bother to look at when it was posted or care about what path I took to get to where I am. It offends them now. And if that's the case, where people will watch something and be offended now, I don't want it to exist. So I privated a lot of my old content because I just don't want anyone to feel upset about anything. I don't want to contribute to that. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't want someone to watch something and feel hurt or offended now for any reason.
Let me tell you something. In this business and in entertainment, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And you can't please everybody. I learned that a while ago. Okay? People will always take the nicest thing out of context, or take anything you say out of context. It's always been done. The media spins things, news and everything, tabloids. They were doing it to celebrities and politicians and other people in the on the stage and everything in the past, and it's still being done now. on YouTube and Twitter and every other place they can. They take a little soundbite or a clip of what you say and they totally spin it out of proportion and distort it and try to make you look like the bad guy. And it's something that I've gotten used to. It is what it is. But I understand she don't want no issues. I get what she's saying right here.
At all. The first two things that I would like to address is the fact that there are people that were offended that I did blackface as Nicki Minaj in 2011, and I'll show you.
I never saw that one.
Incredibly cringy and embarrassing. This is private. It has been private for quite some time, but it looks like this. Nicki Minaj, and then there's Roman, who's saying, and I do just want to tell you that it was not my intention to do blackface.
I was just about to say that you can tell she was just trying to get the skin tone correct for the skit that she was doing. When people do blackface that are trying to be offensive, it's always some black charcoal, smeared all over their face with some red lipstick all around their mouth, trying to look like some caricature from fucking the Jim Crow days. It's always made to look offensive. You can tell here that she was just trying to dress up and look like as close as she could to Nicki Minaj. There's a difference here, okay?
This is the end of the video where I took my wig off.
She just looks tan.
I don't know how else to say this, but it doesn't matter, because all that matters is that people were offended and it hurt
People
them.
get offended by everything.
For that, I am so unbelievably sorry that this isn't okay, and it hasn't existed on the internet for a long time because it's not okay. And I
don't blame her. I don't blame her for taking it down now, especially if she's tired of getting the hate over it for people having a misconception over it, especially now. Now, because people are very overly sensitive about race relations and issues right now. And I get it. I told you guys the other day, there was a situation where a police officer passed a black guy that I knew, and he said, "What's up, trouble?" And dude flipped out on him. Totally flipped out on him. And I was like, wow. Like they knew each other too. They knew each other, they see each other, like not hang out, you could tell, but they know each other. And even the black man asked afterwards, "Was I wrong for that?" And I didn't say nothing. I just kind of looked up like, he was a little, he was a little jumpy on that one, man. Like I get it. I know when it's racism and when it's, bigotry, but he was just like older men always say that to younger guys, and he was an older guy, the cop was. "Hey, what's up, trouble?" They always do that. Today is just nuts, man.
Haven't done anything remotely like that because I heard people say, "This is blackface," and I don't like that. And I just would never want to put that into the world.
And by the way, I'm not in any way defending blackface. Everyone out there knows specifically what I'm talking about. When someone's just trying to dress up and play a part, yes, if they do it wrong, there's undertones of stuff. I get it. I understand where blackface came from, okay? I am educated enough on that. But there can be a point to where you're doing something comedic and you're trying to play the part, okay? Like when Robert Downey Jr. had played the black guy, and what was it, Tropic Thunder, was it? I have the movie. It's Tropic Thunder. I personally didn't find it offensive. I thought he was playing a comedic role. Later on, I found out people found it offensive. Now, he didn't like, the way they made him wasn't like they would have made blackface years ago when it was meant to be offensive, where it was meant to make fun of black people and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't take it offensively. You know what I mean? I get why some people would, but I just think it's a little extra sensitive when you take it that far. Okay? This is my personal view. Not on here cooning, tap dancing or nothing like that. Anyway.
So this has been private for a long time, but I do want to tell you how unbelievably sorry I am if I ever offended you by posting this video or by doing this impression, and that was never my intention. It's not okay. It's shameful. It's awful. I wish it wasn't part of my past. The next thing that I want to address, this is also from 2011. A bad year for me in judgment, apparently. This video is called Bounce That Dick. This has also been made private. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in making anyone feel bad.
Making a spoof?
In case you haven't noticed.
On a rap video or something?
Here's a clip. I will play it for you. Here, hold on. Let me remind you. So as you can see, I said, "Hey, Ching Chong Wing Wong, shake your King Kong Ding Dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs." It's awful. It doesn't need to exist. It's inexcusable. It's not okay. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you. Then, now, whenever. It doesn't need to exist. It shouldn't have existed. I shouldn't have said that. Ever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not okay. And I'm embarrassed that I ever made that. Period. The next thing I'd like to apologize for is a video that I posted in 2012.
With that one, also I can see that she was trying to be funny. That one was a little bit different because it was more, I don't know. I mean, I can see Asians being offended, just like I can see black people being offended with the Nicki Minaj, but I don't know, I personally wouldn't have been offended because I knew she was doing a little light humor. I don't, like I said, there's stuff where you can see where people are clearly trying to degrade and hurt the people that they are, doing the impression of. You know what I mean? She's doing comedy, and then it comes up to the question, oh, well, where do you draw the line on comedy? People have been talking about that for years, Too soon? That type of stuff. Sometimes certain jokes aren't, it's not the right time, in my personal view, of certain things that happen. You know what I mean? Like, nowadays, sometimes people are making 9/11 jokes. I mean, you couldn't have did that the day after, the week after, the month after. You couldn't have did that. You know what I mean? But the further away people get from certain situations, I don't know what time heals all wounds. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, so I see here she's taken down possibly racially offensive stuff here. So I get it, especially in these times. I mean, like if she was like bucking her teeth and squinting her eyes and had had a crazy broken accent, and you know what I mean? Like if it was like that, then I'd have been, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd have been like, okay, you really trying to offend Asian people. But it just looked, see what I'm saying? Like it, never mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
And made private shortly thereafter. This was one of the hardest years of my life, and I made a video that came across unbelievably slut-shamey. And I'm sorry. I I just fucked up. I ranted about girls that ran around and slept around, and that's wrong. I had a lot of internalized misogyny, I feel like, at that time in my life. And I'm sorry if I ever offended you with the things that I said in that video. And that video's been private for a long time.
First of all, it was comedy. Okay? She made a funny rap song about girls that sleep around. Who hasn't had jokes made about them? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. Like I said, it's, I mean, put it this way. Promiscuity is very dangerous. Okay? Ask any man or woman that sleeps around. Okay? You better make sure you got your protection. Okay? You know, that's a long road to go down. Personally, I've never been promiscuous. Okay? Because I grew up with a ton of promiscuous girls and guys. And it seemed like it never did any good for any of them. I personally cannot name one person that promiscuity benefited overall. Okay? Other than getting off a bunch of times, I'm telling you, I can't think of anyone that promiscuity benefited. The guys have a bunch of babies and the girls had a bunch of babies. Okay? Also, what came with it is a lot of people are cheating on each other, which is another whole issue there. But a lot of promiscuous people tend to be cheaters, in my experience. I know a bunch of them. They got babies. They're giving each other diseases. Promiscuity is not nothing to hold up high, in my personal opinion. And I'm entitled to that. She made a joke rap song about it and was being attacked. People are sensitive about everything these days.
Does not reflect my attitude towards anyone in their bodies.
I'm sure it doesn't.
That's really been eating me up inside for a long time. And I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry if I ever made you feel bad about yourself or your choices or anything. There's no one demanding an apology for that video of me right now, but I'm like, just, you know what, put it on my tab. Here's another thing I'm sorry for. I'm also sorry for, I used to make a lot of content about like what girls do and what guys do, and I know at the time
it was always
there were a lot
funny.
of people that enjoyed those
They're
videos,
some of my
but I
favorites.
have privated all of them because I don't think that making jokes about your gender is funny. And I know that there's a lot of people that struggle with their identity and that have varying fluid identities.
I get that. Look, I get that. But I think she has just seen so much and gotten so many comments and stuff that she's having a hard time dealing with it. Those videos were light videos. They were light comedy videos. They weren't hard-hitting, in-your-face, controversial type of videos, in my opinion. I remember those videos. I used to watch them all the time. They were hilarious. They're tongue-in-cheek. Like, I'll let her finish.
Or anything, and I just don't want content in the world that's like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. It can be hurtful, it can be harmful, and I don't want it there.
Is this why she's quitting? Because no matter what type of video she makes, someone finds it offensive? That's what I'm starting to get from this. She can't do anything. You know what I mean? She can't. Never mind.
Another thing that I would like to address is when people tweet at me, I can't believe you would be friends with this person or follow this person that's racist or, you know, done these terrible things. And the only thing I would like to say is that I'm just a person trying to navigate the world.
Let me tell you this also. people out there in Twitter world, YouTube world, Instagram world, Facebook world, and every other social media world. Just because we follow somebody doesn't mean that we know every single thing they've ever done in their lives. We don't know everything they've said, tweeted, posted, made a video of, and then you come and you attack us like we're supposed to be these all-knowing God figures that just know everything. I will follow this person. I have searched their mind, they're good people. And then you come to us, how could you? We don't know. And guess what? People are not just black and white. They're not just all good or all bad, all positive and all negative. And it's the pot calling the kettle black when all of our followers, or no, not all, some of our followers attack us over being friends with somebody that said something mildly offensive to you, okay? Maybe they said something really offensive and they apologized. Maybe they didn't apologize. Maybe they apologized and you didn't see that they apologized. And then we have to deal with it because you think you're holier than thou. All the people that come at us act like they've never, ever said anything wrong in their lives, done anything wrong in their lives, said or done anything wrong in their lives that people took the wrong way when they meant it another way. The internet is self-righteous and they need to take a step down, period.
The same way that you are. So I don't always know what's right, what's wrong, what the truth is, and I'm just trying my best. As someone clearly with their own past that they're not proud of, I do just try to see people for who they are.
This
right
bothers
now today,
me, seeing her
and
hurting
that
like
they're
this.
not defined by their past. And I understand. I'm trying to do the same thing that you are, and support and be friends with people that I'm proud of and that I love. And I just know that I'm doing my best. And I don't know, I try to just...
This type of video makes me want to persevere. You get what I'm saying? I see a huge successful YouTuber like this that I've never seen, to me, in my opinion, I've never seen be sinister or try to hurt people. I've only seen her try to make people laugh. And that's it. She's trying to bring joy to people, and you see people attacking her. Like, that really bothers me. And I see it done to myself. I see it done to other YouTubers. This cancel culture is ridiculous. And I'm going to persevere. I'm not going to sit here and let people drive me off the internet for something that they took the wrong way. It doesn't make any sense.
Do what I can, and I'm not trying to let anyone down or hurt anyone or upset anyone. I'm just not. That being said, I've privated a lot of my old content. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's no sponsors on this channel. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Like, I'm literally just here to have a good time. And I don't think I'm having a good time.
This makes me sick.
And it seems like maybe some other people aren't having a good time. So for now, I just can't exist on this channel. Hopefully I've taken down anything that would upset someone. And I hope you know that that's just not my intent. That's not what I ever set out to do, to hurt anyone's feelings or to make anyone feel bad.
You know what? I'm sorry. I really see where she's coming from, too, because she's exponentially bigger than what I am. And she must get so many comments. Because most YouTubers read our comments. We do. Most of us read them. I mean, we need to know what's going on, what people have, if you liked the video, if you didn't, and why, and if you liked it, why, and certain things that are going on. I do a lot of reactions, so I need to know what's going on, what people want me to react to, or what news stories are coming out, or certain games that people want me to play. It's like I do so many different types of videos, and when you look at your comments, you are going to run into this stuff. And I always tell people, I was bullied when I was younger, so I don't know, maybe I just developed a hard shell that's able to deal with a lot of it. And I block a lot. I'm not going to sit here and have you come and try to shame me when I'm only trying to bring joy to people. So, I mean, I've had literally eight emails over the lifetime of my channel of 8 years, which is very interesting. One email a year of someone saying that I literally saved their life, that they were going to kill themselves, but they found my videos, they found that fun and joy, and especially my Magnus Answers videos, because I answer those videos with a little bit of comedy, but I'm serious because I speak to you like a friend or family member, and I let people know what I feel is the right thing to do for them. That is not going to hurt anybody else, and all parties are going to come out of the situation in the best way. And no matter what you do, there's someone that always finds a way to do this, but she's exponentially larger than me, and if you're not used to dealing with it, I don't know if she was a popular kid and everything when I first started watching her. I mean, I watch her periodically now, but like I remember when she first came out, and like guys and girls are just swarming all over. I mean, girls were like wanted to be her, and guys wanted her, and she was just so funny. She was like a really nice mix, because you'll meet hot chicks, but they're not gut busting funny. I mean, for a guy to find a girl like that, man, you hit the jackpot when they're hot and gut busting funny, because guys are usually the jokesters of the relationship. So anyway, she must deal with so much. And if you got millions of people harassing you over something, that's I see why some celebrities go dark on Twitter or wherever else that they are, because or they turn off comments. I get it. And a lot of them, it's that mob mentality. They're not scared of you. They're not afraid of you and all this other stuff. Because people always try to reverse. Oh, you scared? You can't confront. No, it's you guys took it the wrong way. Misconstrued something I said, and now you're attacking me because you feel bad about yourselves. And you need to attack this celebrity who's held up high. Ooh, look, they have a fault. Ha! Let's get them. Look, celebrities are people that make a lot of money because they have one skill or more that they're very good at. That's it. Okay? That's it. They're normal people with relationship problems, family problems, insecurities. They're not any better than you are. They just happen to be in a field that pays really well. That's it. You've heard politicians say something stupid. People hold them up all high. Like, look, they're very good at being politicians. Okay? They're not always very good at expressing their ideas. That's why they have teams of writers that write their speeches. Okay? But they're very good at helping to organize and lead people on issues.
So I don't want to be like upset while I say this, so give me a second.
I really feel bad for her.
Just gonna move on from this channel for now. I don't know if that's forever. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to make sure that the things that I put into the world are not hurting anyone, and yeah, I'm just gonna stop for now or forever. I don't know. I would probably take this video down because it's embarrassing, and just let whatever just live and just be. That's it. I want to say thank you for your support. For those of you that care about me and have been watching me for a long time, I appreciate it. I want to hold myself accountable, and
Look
it's
how big
painful
he is.
to do it, and it's not fun, and it hurts, and I'm ashamed of things I've done and said in my past, but it's important. And yeah, I hope this felt like something that you needed to hear from me. And I'm not sure that I want to continue doing stuff on this channel. And I don't want to put anything out in the world that's going to hurt anybody. So I need to be done.
And they come to you when you're sad.
For forever. I don't know. So, alright. Good talk. See you guys.
You see that her Marbles, is that Marbles? No, that's Kermit. Kermit was right behind her the whole time. And that new one came up. Your animals know when you're not feeling good. They come right over to you and they'll sit at your feet or they'll sit in your lap to help comfort you. They can tell that she's not feeling good. I hate this year. I hate 2020. I cannot stand it. I'm serious. This is the most piece of year that I've ever lived in. Okay? Ever. Maybe not in the history of the planet, but that I've lived in. I cannot stand this year. This year, it makes absolutely no sense. This year is just I'm done with it, man. I'm done with it. I'm going to keep making my videos, keep making people laugh, keep doing my thing. And that's all I can say. Jenna, I hope that you come back. I hope that you find a niche to where you don't feel that you are offending anyone whatsoever. But that's very hard in this business. Like I said, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It is what it is. But you've made your mark on YouTube. I'm sure you're probably financially set and you never have to come back. If you don't want to, you have created your legacy and people will remember you forever. So thank you for your inspiration and the motivation of watching you when I first started. All right, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think.